Saturday, the 7th of February. A not very successful week. Dad rang last night to see how my ear was. When I answered, he said it couldn't be that bad, otherwise I wouldn't hear him. It didn't sound like a joke. I said it was heavily bandaged, and he said the hospitals waste money, and then he said, for the 20th time, that he'd been waiting just over a year for his hip job. I think he wants the operation just to get away from Thelma for a few days. Oh, what a mess that is. Like the department. Like eardrums. Egos bruise so easily.
Morning, Mr. Greaves. Where's everyone? Mr. Greaves?
Wing command, sir. You and I are here, sir.
I can see that. What I mean is...
A reasonable percentage, sir.
Come on, Chief. Where are they?
In with the AUS, sir. The Skynet deal's come up in the House.
Ah, formality, that's all.
Not so sure, sir. There was quite a lot of opposition.
Dinosaurs! The future is private enterprise.
As they say on the railways.
This ministry has a budget of 23 billion, Mr. Greaves. Not thousand, not million, but 23 billion. I regard it as a personal challenge. That's right, a personal challenge that the taxpayer gets value for money.
But seemingly this Skynet deal is drastic economics, sir. Not every day you hand over intelligence systems to Tesco's.
Rubbish, Mr. Greaves.
That's what I meant, sir.
You are exaggerating.
Schumpeter says exaggeration is sometimes the best way to alert to madness.
Just because this Schumper, what's it?
Schumpeter, sir.
Foreigner, is he?
Yes, sir.
Just because he's a foreigner doesn't mean he knows everything. There's too much of this nonsense. If we can't sell an idea in this country, we pretend it comes from some unpronounceable foreigner, and as long as he isn't trying to sell us euros, we make important people feel guilty that they've never heard what he has to say, and even if they have, they feel they haven't the intellect to go along with it. So they do. Especially if he lives in Boston and writes to the New York Times. So there.
Tea, sir?
Whatever your German friend says.
Viennese, sir.
Even worse, all those sewers. Whatever he says, we are not handing over our intelligence system to Safeway.
Tesco, sir.
Or any other grocer. What we've decided reflects a display of huge Ministry of Defence vision in this modern world.
We, sir?
The new Secretariat, which I might tell you, Chief Petty Officer Greaves, includes members of the Royal Air Force.
So that's where they work.
As you know, I have considerable expertise in commercial matters.
We do know that, sir. In fact, I just had my Oppo Chalky on the phone. Wants another box of that oven cleaner when you have a moment.
It's the second box in a fortnight.
Well, if you think I should have a bit of commission, just say the word, sir.
I was certainly not thinking that. I want to know how many ovens your friend Chalky's got. He's not selling it on at a profit, is he?
Chalky, sir?
Yes, Chalky, sir. I'm not a fool, Mr. Greaves. Mr. Greaves?
Chalky's order.
Friday. But it might be a little bit more expensive. New batch, you know.
I'll pass that on.
He'll probably do the same. Anyway, why wasn't I told about this meeting?
Maybe the AUS has something else in mind for you, sir. Something to do with miniature radios?
Another little success, Mr. Greaves.
Really, sir?
Oh, yes. The AUS said she couldn't hear the Today programme when she was jogging, and it so happens, yes, so happens, I have got my hands on the smallest personal radio in the world.
A marvel of technology, sir.
Absolutely. Just what the Assistant Under-Secretary was looking for. So small she wouldn't know she was plugged in. So what about that, then?
I believe, sir, there was a little business of an A&E visit at the weekend.
The AUS? Hospital?
Seemingly. The smallest personal radio in the world got stuck in her middle ear.
Impossible.
Took a local anaesthetic and 2 ENT surgeons. Luckily, one of them a visiting professor of the subject from Bucharest, sir. 4 hours to get out.
Was it damaged?
Very, very sore, sir.
I'm talking about the radio. She can't expect her money back if some ham-fisted East European quack without a civilized tongue in his head wrecked the thing.
The AUS is still wearing a heavy dressing.
You mean not best pleased?
I think I probably do, sir.
So perhaps it would be best if I didn't interrupt the meeting?
Maybe, sir. Enough blood's been spilled.
Oh. Did you say something about tea, Mr. Greaves?
No, sir. You must have misheard.
And the minister told the Commons that the scheme would cost the Defence Ministry more than £2 billion over the next 15 years. The opposition spokesman expressed concern that the privatisation would compromise the integrity of Britain's intelligence-gathering community. And now, sport. In the West Indies, England's cricketers have suffered another disappointing
Well, George.
Not having much luck, are we?
Luck?
With the MCC?
Oh, George, please. The minister's announcement. 2 billion sterling over the next 15 years. Privatising intelligence communications, not quite as important as the test score, but in its own way, significant.
I suppose inevitable. Yet another way of the world.
The word? What word?
The world.
Oh, sorry. You're a little muffled. This silly bandage.
Can I ask why?
Because thanks to Brian, on Sunday night, I happened to get a satellite station of the flaming BBC stuck in my middle ear.
Oh, dear.
Thank you.
No, I meant he, the minister, that is, not Brian, didn't say why we're doing it.
A more economic means of communications. Private firm undertakes to update continually, at no cost to us, saving over 15 years of contract, enough to pay for the initial outlay.
But this means we're putting our, to say the least, secure communications in the hands of a private company.
A bit late moaning now. We knew it would happen.
Yeah, but not to this extent.
The public won't know that.
So why bother to ask? As ever, it's been decided. What we or the public think is immaterial.
Not at all. You, the military, are the stakeholders. Sorry, you're the end users.
How nice of you to admit it.
George, you look thoughtful.
That mean I don't normally look thoughtful?
You giving private lessons, Bill?
Let's see if I've got this right. The MOD is contracting out its secure and intelligent satellite communications to a private Skynet corporation.
Correct.
We are paying them 2
It doesn't matter. It'll be closer to 3 anyway.
3 billion?
At least.
The minister didn't say that.
2 billion sounds a lot less.
Since when did the MOD embrace the Enron School of Bookkeeping?
We've always done it. All I'm saying is that the size of the bill doesn't matter. No one can predict with any accuracy the cost of defence military contracts over 15 years.
Iraq.
Exactly. 2 excursions like that in, 12 years? And all the fine accounting went to hell in a handbasket.
Whatever it went in, it went.
Which is why companies underbid. Because they know that once we're locked into a contract, we'll have to pay whatever they ask.
Are we to assume this is part of the wider concept of making savings and relying on contracting out to do it?
The Treasury thinks so.
What do we think?
We have to be realists, Bill. You're the one who's always telling me that realism is sitting in a tin box in the middle of the ocean waiting for an incoming missile.
And the MOD is a tin box.
With the Treasury firing the missiles.
Fiscally, yes.
So, more to come.
Yep. Stay cool, Bill. I'm sure we'll have enough money left to find you a frigate to run aground.
If I'd been there, I'd have told her a thing or two about business savings.
Yeah, best to lie low this morning, Brian, old thing.
What did she say?
Something about her being forced to listen to the slowest ever performance of Gotterdammerung.
Yeah, which she hates.
While the best minds in Barts tried to retune her middle ear to the Archers.
Yeah, mind you, Brian, I'm sure when she's feeling a little better, she'd welcome your opinion.
But fewer of your special offers.
Listen to this. The Ministry should explore the advantages of sourcing rations from the continental United States if this can be done through existing legislation.
I don't follow, George.
Well, they're planning to feed us on American GM food.
They wouldn't dare.
No, wouldn't they? This ties in with us handing over our logistics to some American corporation.
Rumsfeld needs his pension topping up.
The Prime Minister's approval.
Either there's a whiff of madness here, or our tone is angling to get a green card.
This stuff's dynamite. We're selling off the whole system. Logistics to the Yanks, intelligence communications to Skynet, Northumberland House. Flogging does no tell by the look of it.
Transport Command?
What's that?
Here we're hiring that cheapo Irish lot to fly us. Stansted to Baghdad, £17.50.
One way, of course.
No, he's flying us, not the Yanks.
Ouch.
Anything's possible nowadays.
I approve.
Oh, that's right, Winko. Go for an OBE as well as promotion.
See, it says here that more officers and civil servants of assistant secretary and above should be seconded to industry.
They're all at it. We're talking millions. I'll have you know that my business plan for Gaynor's hairdressing business was much admired by a certain thinking bank.
Send a copy to the Chief of the Air Staff, old thing.
You think I should have done?
Oh, I seem to remember you telling me that he took a great deal of interest in her movements, as it were.
Yeah, he's always followed my career. He was my first CEO, and Gaynor trimmed his moustache.
George, what's a euphemism?
Something you can hardly believe.
My goodness, I know what you're thinking.
No, I assure you,
You
Brian.
think I use the Chief of the Air Staff to further my career?
Never entered my mind.
I have to tell you that my sense of organisation knows how to select senior officers who will recognise my talents.
There was no harm in that, Brian.
As you know, I expect to be in this summer's promotion. Then we shall see who has whatever the phrase is.
Short back and sides.
Mind if I join you, George?
Oh, sorry, old thing. Miles away. I just had what passes for coffee in this place with an old chum.
Another Whitehall warrior?
A civil servant, actually. School together. Odd how you bump into each other.
Not sure any of my school ever left Haverfordwest.
Well, you did.
Only as far as Hereford.
You've never sounded Welsh.
Pembroke is Little England. Then when I was 10, I was off to Hereford. Choral scholar, you see.
All the Welsh sing, even if the pits are closed.
My Uncle Bryn was one of the last down Lewis Merthyr. Sat it out in '82. They closed it anyway.
Must have been tough.
Probably. I wasn't there, was I? I was singing 3 services a day in the cathedral. Then Cranwell. A centrally heated life, George. Never touched a bit of nutty slack in my life.
Well done, you.
Really? Always something to prove. I need something more. I need to keep going.
Nothing wrong in ambition.
I wonder, George, if you could recommend that I should be seconded to PET.
PET?
Privatisation Evaluation Team. The people who put this Skynet idea together. I imagine I'd be quite an asset.
Are you sure that your experience of booze cruise goodies and pyramid sales catalogues would be enough to impress them?
There's my MBA.
Well, hasn't everyone got one now?
You haven't.
I don't need one. I like horses. Don't you need something, well, something broader, old thing?
You don't have to be a disciple of Schrumpner, you know, to get this right. Foreigners don't have all the answers.
Australians seem to.
I think we would do well to join in the spirit. That's what the AOS likes, a bit of spirit.
A bit of olive oil and cotton wool in her right ear is about her limit at the moment.
Not the right moment to lobby her.
You'll have to speak up a bit. As you say, you've nothing to lose.
Perfectly all right, Brian. Thank you for asking.
If we have a cold snap, it could be painful on an ear wound.
So I imagine.
Now, AOS, you will not believe what I'm about to tell you.
I fear I might, Brian.
It so happens I have a source for ex-Soviet Siberian border guard earmuffs.
Not sure that's what I need. Thank you all the same.
I'm afraid they happen to be a dirty canvas colour, but perfectly sound, not worn much at all.
That's very kind, but I think...
And in those temperatures, permafrost and all that, you know, lots of stamping of boots and snow everywhere.
I can picture it now.
Well, in those conditions, the chances of Ganji Russian ear infections surviving on them are pretty slim, wouldn't you say?
A mercy.
Think nothing of it. The least I can do is to let you have them at a very good price. Oh, I see. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
So, did George...
George did.
It's simply that with my commercial experience, as well as being an RAF officer...
Yes, so you are.
Well, a chap with my combined background...
So, Brian, you want to be a privatisation evaluation officer when you grow up?
Yes, please.
And when would that be?
I see. Extremely humorous. Yes, of course. You see, I have ideas. That's it, ideas. Keen student of Shrapnel, you know?
No, I didn't, Brian.
Yeah, absolutely, AUS. You probably don't know him.
Guilty.
This Shrapnel chap was famous for his thesis that profits come from a static economy where the normal flow of money is disrupted.
You don't mean Schumpeter by chance?
That's him. Venetian. Odd with a name like that. But you see what I'm getting at?
Maybe a little clue, Brian?
The MOD is a static economy. It doesn't earn anything. So it cannot make a profit. No profit, no cash flow. No cash flow, no fighters, no tanks, no frigates. QED, yes?
And you want the MOD to make a profit?
Well, absolutely, why not?
Perhaps you think we should hire out the army?
Spot on. We do it anyway. Sierra Leone, Afghanistan, to the Americans for Iraq. We do it under treaties and don't get paid.
The price of democracy and stability. Very noble. How about, Brian, using some of your trading instincts? Give me ideas.
Well,
Too late. You have to come in here with ideas that are thought through. For example, try this. on a grand scale. Abandon the British aircraft industry and the Europeans and buy off-the-shelf American planes.
Much cheaper. We can always get maintenance agreements. OK, that's settled.
Logistics. Let the Americans do it for us. We tell them where the fighting is, and they deliver.
Would they really, do you think?
Or you simply call them up and say, "It's the Brits here, 14 High Street, Basra, 2,000 tons of baked beans to go. Oh, and a side order of 420 cruise missiles." Then we give them our Visa card number and watch a DVD until they turn up.
Really good thinking, AUS. Really good, if you don't mind my saying so.
I don't. You know why?
Well...
Too late again, Brian. Why is because that's exactly what we are going to do. The US has the biggest military logistical operation in the world, and so we're buying into it.
Does that mean we eat a lot of hamburgers?
No, but it does mean that we get the right desert boots and complete sets of body armour from day one, which is something our own people couldn't manage.
I see.
I'm not sure you do, Brian. I'm not sure you do. Now, go away. Take lunch at your desk. Think the unthinkable for an hour. Be back here in 2 hours with a list of wacky ideas that will, not just might, but will work.
You've picked the right man, you know, AUS.
I doubt it.
Sorry?
I'm the one with the bandage, Brian. Now, you've got 1 hour, 59 minutes. Go.
You see, sir, this may be a case for decoys. You see, there's this party by the name of Schumpeter.
I hope this isn't one of your racial jokes, Chief. If it is, I have to tell you it's in very bad taste.
Joseph Schumpeter, sir, was a famous economic philosopher. He invented entrepreneurs. They were, to him, the source of profit in our system.
Do I need this, Chief?
The AUS is a student of the said party, sir.
How do you know this?
Miss McLean tells me things which I file away for future consideration.
Yeah, and?
This Schumpeter reckoned that off-the-wall ideas made money, and the admiration of other financiers. Now, if we had some...
off-the-wall ideas.
Miss McLean might buy them.
Then, when they were seen to be crazy, that would cast doubt on some of the bigger things in that proposal.
Exactly, sir.
Wouldn't work.
Worth a try, sir.
No way. It'll bounce back on us.
Not if the person who put them forward was an entrepreneur, sir.
My dearest darling one, I understand perfectly. Of course I do, my precious. I know I said so, but it was obviously a joke. You don't think he really took it that way? I've always seen young Ivo as a very bright chappie. Well, I'm so terribly sorry, my dear and darling one. It cannot be done. Not awkward, it's simply not the sort of thing that's done. A 12-year-old riding with the Blues and Royals during trooping the colour. Well, I see. Yes. Goodbye, my dearest.
Anyone we know, George? I'm sorry, I couldn't help overhearing.
Jane.
I imagine so.
I very stupidly told young Ivo, that's her sister's boy, very stupidly joked that he was such a good young horseman that I should fix for him to ride with the Blues and Royals.
Mascot.
What's that, old thing?
Mascot. What a good idea. You probably haven't heard.
Heard what?
The AUS has asked me for unusual commercial ideas to go into the privatisation evaluation teams programme.
I'm not sure privatising young Ivo hasn't already been done. He'll inherit a dukedom one day. 2,000 acres of good stalking in Spey. The Renfrew Moor, or rather the bit that the other side of the family doesn't own, and half a street of Knightsbridge.
So someone would pay for him to ride with the Blues and Royals?
Can't be done, I don't think.
Could if it were a spectacular charity thing.
And good PR for the humane face of the army.
You think so, Brian?
Just leave it to me, George. Just leave it to me, I say. Pretty high-up people want to know what I think.
If at all.
The big football teams have mascots. Why not the army?
We normally make do with goats. Mind you,
I think Winko's got a good point. You got any more ideas like that?
Early days yet.
When's it got to be in by?
3.
3 what?
3 o'clock.
Today?
35 minutes' time.
How about the ultimate in executive kudos training? 3 weeks on the Brecon beacons with the SAS. Kill as many rabbits as you can sink your teeth into for, what, say, 10,000 a week.
Steady on, old thing.
No, George. That's exactly the sort of thing I believe they're looking for. Kudos, training, Brecon Beacons, SAS. How much did you say?
10,000, minimum.
Let's make it £15,000 sterling a week, all found. Thanks very much, Bill.
Yeah, you could flog them a watch each with one of those leather protective straps.
Maybe inscribed. How about smart parties?
We do that.
Only for smart people. What about stag night parties? Places like Dublin and Prague are a bit old hat. How about a very expensive 2-day binge at, say, Wellington Barracks?
What?
All railed in, so when they stagger outside to throw up in the street, they won't get knocked over by passing traffic. Just the thing.
This, Brian, is going too far.
Handy for the Victoria line.
It's only what the guards do anyway.
Yeah, for another 1,000, you could throw in the 2nd Battalion's initiation ceremony, with the RSM daubing the regimental colours to the private parts.
Steady on, chaps. I mean, next thing you'll be suggesting...
Yes, George?
Well, I don't know. Hello, sailor weekends for gay lib aboard HMS Victory.
I'm not sure that's a very good idea.
Everyone takes it in turns to be the dying Nelson and gets kissed. £1,000 a head.
Say again.
I suppose we, the RAF, we could take very smart executives for rides in a tornado. Imagine that would be very much appreciated. No matter how many private jets in the company, there's nothing like dressing up in a G-suit and bone dome.
Yeah, they'd have to bang out.
A jet?
Bill, while Brian's typing that up, I wonder if you have a moment outside.
No, yeah, sure. You need any more, Winko?
What? No, thanks. No, I think this should do. That's it, yep. This should show 'em. The big ideas come from the bottom up.
So to speak, as the chief would say.
What on earth was that about, Elton?
Don't worry, George. All under control.
Has he gone mad?
No. Some bloke called Schumpeter has.
What?
Schumpeter.
Never heard of him. He worked for us.
Fingers crossed, George. He may well do.
Most interesting, Brian. Most...
Anything wrong, Zelda?
Just a piercing pain in my ear, that's all, George. Nothing to worry about at all.
Couple of aspirin, AUS, right as 9pence. Nothing to worry about.
It had passed me by, Brian, that as well as an MBA, you have a medical degree.
Well, I suppose we've all had earaches.
But rarely caused by a facsimile of the BBC's Droitwich transmitter embedded 4mm inside one's middle ear.
I can only apologise.
Thank you. Now...
I hope...
Yes, Brian?
I hope the radio wasn't badly damaged.
Your concern for the People's Miniature Radio of the Year is touching. Unfortunately, I do not remember its condition after it was surgically removed.
No, I suppose not.
Shall we press on, AUS?
Yes, George, we shall. I take it, Brian, that this is all your own work.
Well, as it happens...
As it happens, it has only your name on it. Would anyone else like to add to these ideas? George?
Helicopter leasing? If we can get a tax break from the Chancellor, of course.
You mean an Apache gunship on the same terms as a company car?
Well, something like that.
Brilliant idea. Wouldn't be able to take it home for the weekend, of course.
Well, not to Beckenham, anyway. Bill?
Sack all military from Ministry of Defence.
A pleasure. And then what?
Return them to their units. Recruiting and retention solved overnight.
Who does their jobs here?
Your lot. You always reckon you can. Mind you, the salary bill would go up.
But then so too the productivity.
Excuse me, old thing, but who would advise the department on projects? Your Type 45 destroyer program, for example?
Well, the Navy. Just tell the Ministry what we need and they go out and order one, all done in a weekend.
Now it takes at least 5 years.
That's because you have program directors working on 5-year programs. Just say to us, what do you need? We say a frigate or something by 2010 with X number of missiles, etc., and leave the rest to you.
Go on.
No, that's it. That's my point. You people always ask for more. More explanations, more time, more everything. Whereas we know it's cheaper to keep it simple and make it sans everything else.
I can always come up with new ideas, AUS.
New? Are you sure that they're new?
Of course, AUS. Just look at that paper of mine. 2 hours' work, that's all. Original thinking. Every one a stunning example of bottom-up thinking.
And everyone already submitted by the Secretariat 3 months ago. We're going ahead with them anyway.
But these are my ideas.
Already thought through over 18 months programme study on the 2nd floor.
Letting up Wellington Barracks for stag nights?
Functions, yes.
HMS Victory?
The brochures are with the printers as we speak.
Tornado trips for captains of industry.
As minus the Technicolor executive ejaculations, unless, of course, there's an emergency.
Schumpeter's sense of entrepreneurship reigns okay.
Your friend Schumpeter, as Brian will tell us, was more than an economist. He was a philosopher. For example, he said that the modern entrepreneur has one huge disadvantage in modern society.
Knew a thing or two, this man. Viennese, you know.
Most of them have no cultural tradition, no deep social background. The entrepreneur too often has nothing to fall back on, and so moves about society as an upstart whose ways are readily laughed at. Never popular.
I'm not certain what this has to do with our project. AUS?
Never popular. The grubby moneymaker, 10% here, 5% there. The entrepreneur dreams of his private kingdom, dreams that those about him who have background, cultural depth, will no longer mock him.
Is this really necessary, AUS?
Ring any bells, Brian?
I see, yes.
Maybe not, Brian, maybe not.
Interesting that all your ideas, Brian, took 2 hours, but it's taken 18 months of this committee of civil servants to come up with...
Nothing a cartoonist wouldn't have doodled. Well done, Brian, old thing.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, John.
I wonder, AUS, I wonder if you'll excuse us.
Yes.
I think we understand each other. We have work to do. Another week, AUS.
They do tend to be, George.
More to a week than 7 days, of course.
Ah, is that Gregorian or Schumpeter?
I think Brian was a little hurt.
Well, we bruise too easily.
An eye for an eye, an ear for an ego.
That's very good, George.
No, AUS, I'm not sure it is. Not sure it is. Night. Have a good weekend.
Oh, good. Good night, George.
Zelda was played by Fiona Shaw, Colonel George by Martin Jarvis, Wing Commander Brian by Christopher Neame, Commander Bill by Christopher Godwin, and Chief Petty Officer Greaves by Peter Capaldi. Our Brave Boys is a Jarvis and Ayres production, written by Christopher Lee and directed by Pete Atkin.
Saturday, the 18th of December. A humongous mistake last night. Humongous. If there's something called a pluimperfect, that was it. I think I agreed... I think I told George that we have a date this weekend. Out of my head. What if he rings? I'm not thinking. I blame her. I mean, Dad called every night this week. Normally it's just a duty Friday evening call. How are you? How's the cat? Good week. Are you going to Mass? When are you coming up? This week, every night. Well, the honeymoon is literally over. And this week, of all weeks, we've got the Tories coming in for a briefing in case there's an election. Do you think it was the fraud squad turning us over? I mean, this tension thing, I don't need it. Not with Dad using me as an agony aunt.
George! Thought the natives had got you on the menu.
Oh, sorry, Oldie. There was a queue.
Andover must be a first.
What? Oh, no. Paxton's. Promised Jane a bit of smelly cheese. We've got people in this evening. Do you think that'll do, Bill?
Well, there's certainly nowhere to come.
Blasted weather. This gamp's about had it.
Seems to collect water all right.
Well, that's better. Mr. Greaves about?
Gone up to Old Compton Street for some beans.
Never mind. Anything doing, Bill?
Not really. 2 phone calls for you, your shirt maker, and a man by the name of Lawrence who said to ring him when you were sitting down. Bookmaker?
Charlie Lawrence? No. The old rogue's restoring the Alvis. Always says that when he's found a new way to spend money.
Yours.
He says motor cars stopped being motor cars when running boards went out. No, he's a first-class man, but pricey. I'll probably come in late on Monday and see him on the way, all right?
Sure. Actually, George,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of going down to Gib for a couple of days. Is that all right with you?
What, something in the files?
No, pleasure. One of my old ships will be there. Going south, and at this time of the year.
It's nice to get away.
Nice to see her before we flog her to some Dago navy.
I thought she was going to the Aussies. Oh, yes. Right.
Better than the Canadians. They're always moaning.
When were you thinking of going?
Friday forenoon, back in here Tuesday.
Yeah, that should be fine, old son. Just make your number with Zelda if I were you. You never know.
I've nothing in the diary for Monday.
That's what Archduke Franz Ferdinand said.
Right. Diaries, everyone. Secretary of State, walkabout Wednesday. Civil tongues, please. Try to smile.
We always do our best, Zelda. AUS.
That's what bothers me, George. Try harder. By the way, about MOD main building.
Someone's got the keys, I trust.
From today, I don't want it referred to as main building. Never again. OK? The new policy is that it should be referred to as Defence Head Office.
But it's main building. You know, MOD. MOD main building. It always has been.
Image, George. Corporate image. Defence Head Office, please, in future.
I rarely do think.
Is that really or rarely? I think that's it. Thank you all very much. Should be a quiet week. Oh, just one thing more. I think I should warn you all that I want an early start on Monday and a long briefing in here Friday.
Oh,
O beats an R by an at's whisker. Brian, problem?
how early Monday?
Coffee and croissant in here at 7:30.
Monday.
Memory's getting better, Brian. Yep, Monday.
Monday, 7:30.
Good.
7:30 in the morning?
There isn't a dateline between here and Beckenham that I haven't heard about, is there? Oh, 7:30 on the bong Monday. OK, yeah?
I see.
Of course you do. Unless it's with the tailor, Brian, in which case you may squeeze out on compassionate grounds. You have an appointment with me, 7:30 on the bong Monday. OK, yeah?
I see.
Of course you do, Brian. Promotion recommendations next month, aren't they?
Oh, yes, I think.
Of nothing else. Bill?
I was going to Gib. Gibraltar.
Were you?
Yes, I was. I wasn't planning to be back until Tuesday.
See you Monday, 7:30, sharp. George?
I've always wanted to be a brigadier.
Very pretty you'd be in all those crowns.
This three-line whip, Zelda, obviously not whimsy.
Whips quite often are whimsical, but not in this office. Very simple, George. Elections on the cards. Tories have asked for briefing on latest defence thinking, on restructure, procurement and deployment. All departments doing the same thing. Home Office last week, Health this week, Defence. That's us, remember? Defence starts on Monday.
We tell them the lot?
Good Lord, no, Bill. We don't even tell our own ministers the lot.
Well, civil servants like to have the whip hand.
George, you're developing an unhealthy interest in whips.
But the answer is yes.
But the answer is we tell them less than we tell our ministers.
In that case, they might just as well read the Daily Telegraph.
Not quite, Brian. These are Tories, remember. We tell them in such a way that they don't have to move their lips when reading anything more complicated than the Matt cartoon.
Isn't that a very political remark?
Oh, get real, George. The present lot, as Bill calls them, haven't had a brain lodged in this building since the days of Dennis Healey. And the other lot, as I call them, haven't had a good defence idea since Omdurman.
So what do we say Monday?
We tell them what they already know, or should know, from the white papers and the best bits of the HCDC.
The House of Commons Defence Committee is pretty complex.
Exactly, George. As the IQ of their front bench team can only be measured by the Guards Polo Club handicappers, then by the time they leave here they'll have headaches for 3 days. And not, George, not as a result of the activities you were suggesting earlier.
There we go, sir. Way Tenango. Tastes as it smells, as they say in Algy's coffee house.
Oh, well done, Chief. The Colonel can't say the same for that cheese. Oh, can't we put it somewhere?
Not without attracting the attention of Greenpeace, sir.
Must have matured in a Chief Stoker's jockstrap.
Could send it over to number 10, sir. Prime Minister could then call a presser and tell the world he was right about Saddam after all.
How about hiding in the boiler room of main building?
Defence headquarters, sir.
MOD main building. They'd evacuate the place, wouldn't have to move.
Try Porton down. Tell them we found it growing in an old helmet. And is it Gulf War syndrome?
I bet you a fiver, Chief. The cleaners won't come in here.
Tell you another one, sir, that if they do, they'll not come out.
Ah, Mr. Greaves, you're back at last.
Sir.
Any chance of... What is it? What's that?
Coffee.
No. What's that smell?
What smell?
That smell.
Smell? Chief? Smell?
Could you be a little more specific, Wing Commander?
There is a strange smell in here.
I can't smell. Hang on. Do you know, Winko, I think you're right. Go out and come in again.
What?
Leave your shoes outside.
Oh, ha, Betty, ha. I know, it's cheese. I know that smell. Cheese. You got cheese. You can't fool me, you know.
Coffee coming up, sir.
Won't be allowed when we get over to headquarters.
Oh, you've soon picked up the corporate speak.
No point in fighting.
There goes 20 years intensive training.
There you go, sir. Freshly ground 4 minutes ago.
Better get rid of that cheese before he comes, you know.
Young Soames.
Secretary of State. You heard, Zelda. Wednesday walkabout. Our turn this week.
Very exciting, sir. You think he'll mind a few questions himself?
I wouldn't if you want a decent posting.
Draft, sir. The Navy drafts, not posts. I'm very happy here. I might even tell him so, except it goes against the grain not to have a drip about something.
No, it'll be the usual commander's rounds. Head in door. Morning, everything all right in here? Good. And he's gone before you had a chance to do your zip-up.
Actually, you can take it from me. The RAF thinks the world of him.
Is there a bucket handy, Chief?
In case you're not here when he comes, sir, I shall make a point of presenting your compliments to the Secretary of State. We all shall, sir.
Oh, he knows what I think.
And how often?
Saw him in the corridor when I was over at men building. I mean headquarters. Introduced myself, of course.
And?
He smiled at me.
Laughed my head off when I first saw you.
Thin, very thin, Bill. I'll have you know we struck up a conversation. Yes, that's it. Conversation. Like old friends in the park.
Two old flashers going over old times. I can see it now.
I actually told him how much I admire him.
Had you down for a foreigner then, did he, sir?
Of course I said if I could ever help him at all he had to do was call me direct. Gave him my card. And my home number.
He's cutting 7,000 RAF jobs, sir. Seemingly, Wing Commander, your man doesn't need any help.
That's the rough and tumble of life, Chief. That's it. Rough and tumble. Yeah, that's what I said. Rough and tumble.
I'm sure that 7,000 will see it your way, sir. Although one or two may shed just a wee tear when the paycheck stops.
Oh, but not mine. Not my paycheck. You see, I'm just the sort of person he needs in his private office. As, of course...
You told him, sir.
As I told him.
You're right, Chief. There is a funny smell in here.
I'm afraid, George, I've decided that this department will be on hand to supply facts if asked, and only if asked.
How will they know what to ask?
Well, Brian was right. Daily Telegraph minds. They'll be so keen to go for the inside story that they'll miss the obvious.
So they won't know what to ask?
Of course not. They never do. Neither side does.
Oh, they're not nearly so daft as you think. Two of them were soldiers. And Soames was a minister. Here.
Out of date. Everyone is after a couple of years. It really is a doddle, George. You should know that. We're the third biggest spender in the UK, yet they never ask the tough questions, only the political questions. Silly things like the wrong boots in Iraq or rifles that won't go bang when you tell them to.
Well, Bruce George's Commons Defence Committee gave us a going-over.
And we told him to get lost.
Ah, but they still raised good points.
On the day, yes, but the real questions are harder to handle. Get technical and they're either lost or told by their PR departments to forget it because there are no votes in proper questions.
What would you ask?
If I were...
Soames and co.
Well, for a start, why you, Bill, Brian, Mr. Greaves, and all the other brave boys and girls are working here.
That's part of the system.
What would happen if we filled the Department of Health desk jobs with doctors and nurses?
Oh, I see. You mean there'd be none in the hospitals? We're different, though. We're the practitioners. We advise.
Utter waste of time. Get rid of everyone here and we solve the undermanning problem.
Easy talk.
OK, try this. Who's in charge of the Navy's Type 45 destroyer programme?
Well, it was a brigadier. Not sure now.
Why aren't you sure?
He's moved on. Promoted, actually.
How long was he here?
Well, 3 years.
And before that?
Commanding a brigade in Germany.
So we have the biggest shipbuilding programme the Navy's had since World War II, being run by a soldier who knows about tanks, and who's relieved after 3 years by another soldier who knows about logistics.
Good man.
Probably church wardens.
But not professional project managers and business experts.
That's quick, George. They're not. And so, when Soames and his cronies demand to know why we have cost overruns, changing specifications, and people who are never on hand to answer for mistakes which they've made several years ago, it's because you military are sitting in plum procurement jobs about which you know very little, and because you're never here to answer for your mistakes in the long term, because you've been promoted to another fine mess. You tell him, George, you tell him.
He probably knows. Good soldier.
Second Lieutenant, 11th Hussars, George, we really have moved on from shoving hay down one end and sweeping up at the other.
So, you're going to tell our visitors...
If asked.
If asked, that one of the first things they should do...
If elected.
If elected, is get all the military out of here. Is that it?
No, George. I'm an assistant undersecretary. One day I want to be permanent secretary.
So you don't really care?
Right. I don't care. This is a career. You tell him.
The chief still says it's a man. Or it isn't, which is what he really means.
You can't see it, I think. Time for another.
Oh, yeah, just the one. Mind you, he puts everything down to sex, lack of it, or too much. In her case, he says it's also a father complex.
And there's not much chance for her, is there? When you're ready, Simpson.
Bell's going down, Colonel. 2 to come.
Good man.
What on earth?
Mad as a hatter. First husband made cheese in Gorgonzola.
Simpsons? What happened?
Well, apparently she kept sawing half an inch off his wooden leg while he was asleep.
And?
One morning he fell over, threw her out. She came back to England.
And here?
Yeah, so that's why we never have Gorgonzola in the club, in case it upsets her.
I must say, that cheese of yours whiffs a bit, George.
Yeah.
Here we are, Colonel. 2 club G&Ts and a slice of melon.
Bless you.
Your Grace.
Cheers, Bill.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Brian thinks we're planning a wine and cheese party, whatever one of those is, without him.
They're in the same basket, Zelda and Brown. Both desperate for promotion.
Not even the RAF would promote Winco. Don't know about her.
Ooh, must remember.
What? Zelda?
No, cheese. More than my life's worth to forget it. Jane would... I can hear her stropping the scalpel now. Imagine having to use a bag for the rest of your life.
Don't you worry, George. We'll remind you all right.
Of course, Brian may be right. Maybe we should have a bit of cheese and a decent claret handy when they come.
Secretary of State?
No, Tory lot. Get them on our side. Well, you never know. Miracles and all that.
I suppose Howard is out and about in the daylight quite a lot nowadays. But you can't really think Zelda would let you brief them with the truth.
She might if we start building her up in front of them. You know, perfect example of the military and the civil service working together. And all because of Miss Zelda McLean, OBE.
Has she?
By the time we finish, she will. It'll be in the Post the morning after the election.
And if they don't get elected?
Well, as Zelda would say, who cares? We'll be selected for next jobs by then. When you're ready, Simpson.
Ding dong, Colonel. Ding dong.
You see?
Ah, the duck whisperer at work.
I beg your pardon, ma'am, I didn't see you.
You come here often? To
Paraphrase.
paraphrase.
Handy for the office. Bit of fresh air. And even at this time of the year, the ducks don't let you down.
And you share your sandwiches. Aren't there notices about that?
Ducks can't read English, ma'am. Anyway, only the crusts.
Gums getting soft?
Ma'am? Cheese and pickle.
No. Well, thank you. Thank you, Screeds. Are you sure?
It'd be a pleasure, ma'am.
Don't start that again. I thought we...
Not as far as I remember, ma'am. And I can promise you I would. Remember.
An agreement.
Ma'am?
When we move over the road next month, you do know, don't you, that you and I still have to work together on the site removal evaluation?
I'm sure Wing Commander Thomas would be happy to take
No, let the present arrangement stand, but... Well...
Professional.
Something like that. I hope it will not be difficult.
It won't take long. I've already written the report, ma'am.
It's meant to be useful, not simply a formality.
Left a few blanks for examples to illustrate what we have said. All in a day's work.
Ha ha, said the ducks. Sorry, just something from my childhood.
Jungle Book?
Close.
But no cigar.
I prefer pipe smokers.
I'll be along to Dunhill's before they close.
Smoking can kill. Almost anything. Who's writing the reaction report on the Secretary of State's visit? You, as ever?
In your tray by the afternoon.
The opposition front bench?
Thought I'd leave that to the Colonel.
I don't want any cock-ups.
So I understand.
Oh. Tell me, Mr. Greaves, why is it that I feel that you're the only person I know, the only person I have to... edit language before I speak. I mean, to whom, for whom I have to... You know what I mean?
One left, ma'am. Would you like it?
In the Royal Parks, Mr. Greaves, it is forbidden to feed the ducks.
Ma'am.
And me. Bye.
Hello, Colonel Jackson's phone. Wing Commander Thomas speaking. Who? Lawrence? Oh, Lawrence. Hello, sir, yes. As I say, Wing Commander Thomas, you may have heard of me. Oh. Well, I'm afraid the Colonel is not here now, sir, but you can rest assured, sir, that anything you want him for, I can handle, sir, yes. And, yes, I will, sir. I take it he's got your number. At home, sir. Very good, sir. Yes, sir. Of course. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
You don't normally stand up to answer the phone, Winker?
That was a rather special person for George.
Oh, for you as well, by the sound of it.
Best to let top people know who one is.
Really? I'd have thought they'd got enough on their minds.
Oh, that's better. It's the tonic water. Quinine, you know, Bill.
No sign of malaria, then?
A certain person has called, George. Asked you to ring him. A certain person?
Will it? No, best wink, Brian. We'll not get it otherwise.
Someone we know?
The name was Lawrence. Just been promoted Rear Admiral, if I'm not mistaken. Said he was at home. At the palace, I suspect.
Oh, Lawrence? Palace? King's Head, more likely. No, he can wait.
But he telephoned.
He only wants money. They all do. More important things to do. Just met Chunky Hughes Hall in the loo.
He told the news of the world.
Brian, you've got the latest mix.
But he said to call. Latest...
Mix? Come on, Brian. MOD, Internal Communication Survey.
AUS says best not to release the figures.
You know why? According to Chunky, the results are even grimmer than last year's. Army thinks the MOD, and that includes General Mike, is selling it short. The RAF feels let down by the Secretary of State and by the Chiefs of the Air Staff.
With the exception of Winko here, who sends Valentine cards to anyone senior to him.
And your lot, Bill, are so hacked off, the retention figures are at a 30-year low.
These figures can be exaggerated. It's bad for morale. Best kept in the drawer.
Ah, but according to Chunky, we can't do that anymore.
There are figures.
Not anymore, they're not, old thing, not anymore. I wonder if Master Soames knows about them.
I've already explained this, Bill. When you lot have gone back to sea, or cuddling your horses, or whatever it is you do, then we, yes, we, the civil servants, are left to keep the thing moving.
I'd no idea we all owed you so much. I'm sorry. I'm just a simple soldier.
George, you're going to have to think of a better line.
It's not a line. Our whole tradition is for loyalty and simple service.
Look, the last simple soldier was Horatius. As for loyalty and service, we are the keepers of the bridge. We defend against the hordes of the modern Lars Porsonus. 4 major defence reviews in less than 10 years. 4.
And if you look at the latest figures in the Internal Communications Survey, the guys are saying that it hasn't worked.
They've been saying that since the tank replaced the horse.
They don't trust the MOD. They look at the kit they've got and wonder how on earth they're expected to do the next job.
Never saw any of your chiefs of staff resigning.
Well, what would that have achieved?
When Blair was on his knees last spring, once you saw the July Defence Review, all it would have taken was the chiefs of staff saying, enough's enough, and resigning.
And?
It would have finished him. Instead, George, your general did the business for them. And who knows, all I'm saying is that you people bleat, but it's the bleat of sheep.
Maybe we're tuning into the wrong shepherd.
Thinking of telling all to the Tories when they come? One whiff of that, and the SFS will rush an enabling bill through the Commons to have Tyburn rebuilt.
I see. Our Tone's £3 zillion new mansion is on the site of Tyburn. I bet the Brownites don't risk the housewarming.
Those figures make terrible, terrible reading. We all know that.
25% of servicemen say...
And women.
25% say the MOD doesn't look after them.
Which means 75% think we do.
No,
No? Simple mathematics.
The last simple mathematician was Noah. Now, these figures go beyond the 2 times table.
Oh, that's very good, George. All by yourself.
Only 30% thought MOD did look after its people, and the rest is a muddle.
So is this thinking.
Not when you see that only 1% think they've got the right equipment. It's not a good feeling when we send people to war.
Oh, this is very heavy stuff, George. What do you want?
We thought it would be a good idea to get the Minister to publish the figures.
Not sure he's ready to spend more time with his family.
And to say that he was doing so because he wanted to reverse those opinions and then announce how he was going to do it.
Great stuff. Great stuff, George. Do you really think he knows?
Do we think the Tories do?
Forget them, whatever they know, or the ministers know. The one thing we do know is that nothing much can be done.
But
listen to me, George. We all know what's wrong. We all know about the Eurofighter being a waste of money, about Bill wanting more ships, and, we could go on for hours.
But no one would listen.
Because, George, since Henry V tried to get a few guys together to beat up Harfleur, nothing has changed in 600 years. There's never enough money. We have never bought equipment and used it for the reason it was bought. Fact.
So nothing changes?
No, Bill. This so-called survey goes back in its box.
Not quite, Zelda, not quite.
Unless it's leaked. And we know where the search would start.
No leaking. We don't have to. We now have a Freedom of Information Act.
This is an internal document.
Concerning public expenditure.
So, we were thinking that if you, Zelda, had a word with the Secretary of State's office...
Do I look like a kamikaze?
And pointed out how vulnerable the department is, then you might get something in the honours tray and a decent day job out of it.
Ha-ha, said the ducks.
The meaning is a little obscure. Here you are.
George, you should think yourself lucky you don't have a wooden leg.
Absolutely, Lady Jane, absolutely. As soon as the Colonel comes back, I'll get him to call you. You can rely... Well, I can assure you, Lady Jane, you most certainly can. And what's more... Oh.
Well, old son, so much for an early night.
I think we came pretty close to an early bath, as Mr. Waring would have said.
Oh. Hello, Brian. You're still here.
Holding the fort, you might say.
Whitehall's little Harfleur.
Yeah, what was all that about? That Henry V stuff?
Haven't a clue, old thing, haven't a clue. Except that Harfleur fell in gruesome circumstances.
But we won.
I think we usually did in those days.
No, not this one. Could have done with a few longbowmen.
I think we have a little Agincourt of our own today, George. Yes, I can really report something of a success.
Do I need to know about this tonight, Brian? I don't want to be rude. I've got a dinner party. Oh, gosh, look at the time.
Which reminds me, your wife was just on the phone.
Jane, did you tell her I was on my way?
I said you'd call when you came in.
Oh, thank you very much.
Glad you had a good day, Winko. You deserve it.
Think so? Yes, I imagine you're right. Quick word with the S of S and all was fixed.
Yes, so you told us.
Oh, no, about the mix.
What about it?
Quite like the idea of slipping into the Secretary of State's mind that he should seize the initiative with the latest figures.
No, forget it, Winko. AUS has been the idea.
Thought you would.
So?
So I popped along to the Secretary of State's office, probably be on first names quite soon, you know, and gave the heads up on it.
I am not hearing this, Winko.
Private office said they'd put it to him. Thought it was the sort of idea he'd go for.
Brian, old thing.
Yes, John?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I must go.
Cheese?
What? Ooh, right, thank goodness. Hey, where is it?
That old Paxton's bag of rotting whatever it was.
What? Oh, Gorgon's over.
Don't you worry, George. You get on to your dinner party. All done.
All done exactly what, Brian?
Gave it to the cleaners.
You gave it to the... Brian, you didn't really. Tell me you didn't really.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Mind you, George, I didn't really want to take it, but... Well, you know, I have a way, George.
Oh, you have a way.
Yes, as Dana, that's my wife, you know. As Gaynor often says, I really have that je ne sais...
Long week, George. Still, 2 whole days to recover.
Then back here 7:30 Monday. Hardly worth going home. May stay up.
Perhaps you're right.
Oh, you two?
Probably.
Well, perhaps we could meet for lunch Sunday.
Yeah, maybe. Gosh, look at the time. I must get to the gym. Bye.
Rather. Lunch, eh? Bye. At last, lunch. But how will I... How will I know... Good night, Zelda.
Zelda was played by Fiona Shaw, Colonel George by Martin Jarvis, Wing Commander Brian by Christopher Neame, Commander Bill by Christopher Godwin, and Chief Petty Officer Greaves by Peter Capaldi. Our Brave Boys is written by Christopher Lee and directed by Pete Atkin. It's a Jarvis and Ayres production for BBC Radio 4.